Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Now, just over a month ago, Black Widow Exhausts here in the UK sent me an exhaust system for my Transalp. Having had the exhaust on my bike for just over 1,000 miles now, I thought it was about time I put together a review. Now, just before I kick things off, it is worth noting I am specifically talking about the exact system Black Widow have sent me with the baffle fitted on my Honda Transalp XL 750. I have not made any changes to the ECU and I still have the stock air filter on my bike. If your setup is different to mine in any way, you may find you get slightly different results to what I have. Yes, this exhaust system is very easy and simple to fit. Everything you need is included in the packet and it will take you about an hour, which includes the time to remove the standard exhaust and fit the new one. If you're interested, I have already done a video on this and I will leave a link to that video at the end of this one, and I will also put it down in the description below. Personally, I really like the look of this exhaust on the Transalp. I think it really suits it. I think it gives it a bit more of a sporty look, and I do prefer it to the standard exhaust. However, I know it's not for everyone, so if you disagree or you agree, please let me know down in the comments below. Yes, there is a difference and you will save quite a bit of weight when going from the standard setup to a full system from Black Widow. The stock silencer weighs in at 4.1 kilos, whereas the silencer from Black Widow with the link pipe weighs in at 2.4. That's a weight saving of 1.7 kilos for the silencer alone. The standard downpipes weigh in at 3.4 kilos, whereas the performance downpipes from Black Widow weigh in at 2.5. There's a further weight saving of 0.9 kilos. So overall you are saving around 2.6 kilograms in weight, which is definitely worth noting. The build quality of this exhaust is absolutely fantastic. It's very well put together, it's very well finished, and the welds on the exhaust are absolutely immaculate. I've done around 1,000 miles now with this exhaust and it still looks as it did when it was new, and I'm fairly sure in 12 months time it won't look any different. So what's it like to ride with? Well, at the moment I'm doing just under 30 miles an hour and it is louder than the stock setup. It's not super loud, it's not antisocial, but it is louder. You will certainly be noticed a lot earlier with this exhaust fitted in comparison to the standard one. It's got a bit more of a deeper burble to it. I think it sounds really nice. I am now doing just under the national speed limit in 6th gear, and it's pretty much the same story. It is louder than the standard setup, but it's not super loud. It's certainly not droning in my ears. It's not annoying. I would happily sit for several hours on the motorway with the exhaust on this bike at the moment. It's certainly a little bit more calm than I was expecting. However, when you start to wind it on, it gets so much louder, so much more aggressive. The bike gets a whole new character. It feels much sportier, especially when you combine it with that quick shifter. There's a lot more grumbling on the downshifts, the odd little pop, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. It's fantastic. So is there any difference in performance? Well, if I'm honest, I'm not really the right person to say. The reason being is I don't ride my bike particularly hard, and I don't spend a lot of time higher up in the rev range where the peak power on this bike is. I will say though, the bike does feel a little bit more lively. It does seem to have a little bit more get up and go to it, and it does seem to be a little bit more smooth lower in the rev range. I'm not saying this bike was jerky at all beforehand, but it does seem to be a little bit more smooth with this exhaust fitted. Now normally on my weekly commuting, I average between 64 and 66 miles per gallon. With this exhaust fitted, I have started to average between 62 and 64 miles per gallon. That's a drop of around 2 miles per gallon. However, as there are so many things to consider with fuel economy, I can't say for sure or not whether this is the exhaust, whether it's me, whether it's the weather. I'm just not sure. I will say though, I am holding on to gears a little bit longer than I normally would, and I do rev the bike up a little bit more often as I like how it sounds. Is this something I'd worry about? Absolutely not. Yes, there are a load of options available from Black Widow. You do not need to buy the full system. You can just buy the downpipes, the silencer or the link pipe, or you can buy the silencer and the link pipe together and use your existing downpipes. There's a whole range of different silencers available, some of which come in different lengths as well. So if you want something a little bit louder than what I have on here, you can go for a shorter exhaust, or you could remove the baffle, or if you want something really loud, you could do both. Or if you want something not quite as loud as this, you could go for a longer silencer, or you could fit the additional baffle, which fits on the inlet side of the exhaust to make things a little bit quieter. Nope, I haven't had any problems at all. I've had no warning lights on the display, and the bike is still running absolutely perfectly. So overall, what do I think to the exhaust system I have been sent from Black Widow? Well, it's very well built. It's easy to fit, it looks good, it's lighter than the stock setup, and it sounds absolutely amazing. It makes an already fantastic bike even more fun to ride, and it is an absolutely brilliant addition to the Transalp. I have been so convinced with this exhaust from Black Widow. I will be looking at getting a system for my CRF 300L. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.